you are watching me for the first time, my name is Dina. I am a designer and a furniture artist. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I am going to decoupage this piece of furniture. And I'm excited to share the news, you're gonna hear it here for the first time, that I launched my own decoupage paper using my own designs. So this is the first design of my decoupage paper collection. And today you're gonna see me how I am going to apply it on this piece of furniture that's actually, it's mine. I had it in my house for a few years that I obviously upcycled, and now it's ready for a new makeover, and I'm going to do it with my own decoupage paper. So I'm very excited about that. And if you would like to get some of my decoupage paper, please check my Etsy store link in the description. And this is only the first design. A lot more is in the making right now. So let's get going. When you are doing decoupage on furniture, it is always a better option to go with chalk paint or mineral paint rather than the regular paint, even if you sand it down and paint with it. But the regular paint usually have it has a very smooth finish to it that can be nice if you are going for like a plain look. But with decoupage paper, I feel it does adhere better when you are using either chalk paint or mineral paint, because it does have a little bit of a more rough finish that gives it a little bit more teeth, that I think it allows the decoupage paper to sit better on the piece of furniture. Again, doesn't give
De Montmartre à Notre-Dame, un monde entier sommeille. Un premier rayon de soleil illumine les quais de Seine. Une pause, café crème, on se remet de la veille. Il n'y en a pas de pareil.
Solid finish. I'm going to be using my roller to apply the second layer of my white base. So I like to apply a little bit and use this. I can always go ahead and apply more, but to avoid paint bleeding, you really don't need to apply a lot.
Le Paris village s'éveille. Dans les bistrots, les cafés, on n'en finit pas de flâner. C'est le Paris cinéma. C'est lui qu'on
I'm going to start by figuring out where is the middle first, and pay attention to the hardware, because I know my hardware is going to go here, and I want to make sure that, especially with the bow I have on the shoes, so it's going to come here, which I think would look nice, and I want it to be in the middle as much as possible. So I'm going to try an idea of how to apply the decoupage paper that I did not see it anywhere. Maybe somebody did it this way, and I'm trying it here for the first time. So I'm going to be using my shrinking wrap that I use for packing, and if you don't have that, and if this works, what you can do is you can have some kind of like a lid here, so that makes it easy for me to open it and just attach it and secure it here so it doesn't move. If your piece does not have this, you can have paint tape on the top, because you really want it to be sitting in its place here. And I'm going to apply my Mod Podge here. And work in small areas. Don't do a lot, especially in the beginning. Because if you don't seal the whole piece, you still have space to get the air bubbles out, versus if you apply it all at once, then there is no space for you to push the air bubbles out. And here I'm like literally being more careful because of the stripes. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift this up so I can basically push all the bubbles out. Where I got.
Toi et moi, de l'île de la Cité à Saint-Germain-des-Prés, un monde entier sommeille. Mais au premier rayon de soleil, le Paris village s'éveille.
Go ahead and cut this opening here because I will have to cut it anyhow, and if I cut it now it will give me more control and the ability to basically use this opening to push the air bubbles. So this is where, and this is actually really cutting nicely, so this is exactly where, and if you are doing drawers you just need to do it the other way, but make sure you get it wet. And I'm also gonna cut here where I have the edges of my see, it's giving me a really nice finish. There is some texture, but this is the base of my white in the decoupage paper. It does have texture in it. It is not solid white. Okay, I want to do the same thing here. I'm gonna do water first. And if you're going to do this, make sure that whatever shrinking wrap or glade or whatever you have is not attaching to your decoupage paper. Because if it is attaching to your decoupage paper, this defeats the whole purpose. It's going to be the same thing, so don't use it. What I have here is only attaching on itself, but definitely it is not it's not attaching to my, and I'll put a link where I buy this shrinking wrap from Amazon. So this one is working, but other kinds, if they are attaching to your materials and your tools and your hands, definitely that's not going to be a good thing to do. Okay, I think it's looking very nice. So I'm getting it closer for you to see how this is coming out. So I have more wrinkles around the scarf, and I'm gonna keep them because actually it's giving a more, I can push them out and straighten them more, but I like how they are looking very natural with the scarf actually. So versus wherever I have stripes, I am making sure that I'm getting rid of all the wrinkles I have. To repaint the top pink. I did not like how the red came out with the image, so I'm going to redo this using also Mineral Fusion Black. So this is a good first layer. I'm going to use the same black I used on the top to fix some of the areas I have on the black stripes here.
s'éveille.
I finished fixing and retouching my decoupage paper here, and I want to do the final blend for the sides of the decoupage paper before I do another layer of Mod Podge, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to seal it. So one option can be I could have added more stripes to both sides, but also I am going to put this, I'm going to use it as a bathroom vanity, and I don't want the sides to also have stripes, so that might make them like higher maintenance where the black can shift and I have to keep fixing it. And more importantly, the bathroom where it's going to be sitting is a very small, narrow bathroom. So if I put more stripes, it's going to look bigger. And if I keep the stripes here, it's going to definitely visually look slimmer, and I think that would be a better fit where I'm gonna put it. But definitely, if it was going to go in a large room and will be used like a regular piece of furniture, not in a bathroom, I would have definitely put more stripes on both sides, because then it's going to look wider and taller. But again, it's going to a small bathroom. I'm going to...
De Montmartre à Notre-Dame, un monde entier sommeille. Un premier rayon de soleil illumine les quais de Seine. Une pause, café crème.
I'm going to apply a little bit of gold metallic finish, and I'm also using Fusion brand for this one. I'm not going to do the wax gold one because I don't want to get the antique look. I want a more of a modern look. On the top here, I'm going to apply a shade of the gold, and not fully. Gold shimmer to match, and it's really nice against the black, but it's not going to be very gold.
De Montmartre à Notre-Dame, un monde entier sommeille. Un premier rayon de soleil illumine les quais de Seine. Une pause, café crème, on se remet de la veille. Il n'y en a pas de pareil, le Paris village s'éveille.